What did you think of last night's Monday Night Football game, Daniel? What do you take from that?
I was very thankful for the Peyton Eli watch last night. That's why that broadcast is perfect, because you can get kind of a stinker of a game, and yet it's still entertaining. Just listen to those guys, especially when Drew Brees got on there, just telling stories. Tom was great when he was on there. So I was much more entertained by the conversation than I was whatever was taking place on the field.
How do you think defensive players take Tom calling him like dogs chasing chasing a car or a meat truck or something like that? See ball, go get ball? What do you think?
As an offensive guy, I loved it because I thought it was hilarious. We used to always joke in draft meetings, Rich, we'd be in there, and we'd be talking about a defensive lineman, and a scout might go, but we have some, there's some questions about his, learning issues or, intelligence, this, that, or the other. And I remember one of the old scouts in the room saying, look, it's shade right, shade left. Get up the field. It ain't that hard. Okay, let's not pretend like we need to have Albert Einstein playing defensive line now.
And what do you think? What do you think Jeff Saturday thinks when he hears Manning say he'd like the double tap? Yeah, the double butt tap. He liked the double butt tap in a silent snap count. What do you think? Wherever Saturday was sitting.
I think there was probably a subtle chuckle. I think he probably got a little chuckle out of that.
So where do the Saints?
But it was better. I mean, are we crazy? That was better than the game.
Yeah. You know what? I do love the Manningcast, Daniel. I really do. My kids missed it too. They were like, "Oh, they're back on." Like they came strolling into the room and they
Marshawn Lynch dropped an F-bomb.
Yeah, he did.
Come on.
I mean, Marshawn did drop the F-bomb. So these things happen when you put Marshawn on live television. I mean,
of course.
So that's your mode of viewing choice. Monday night.
Yeah. No, I've enjoyed that. I'm always picking up my son from junior high football, so I always miss a good portion of the first half of the game. So I missed the Marshawn stuff.
Yeah.
But then I got in and watched the rest. Probably good because my wife I probably would have got vetoed on that.
Earmuffs. Yes. Earmuffs and Skittles when he was on. So where do the Saints go from here? I said to open the show that the fact that they're 4-2, everything that they've gone through with Michael Thomas, we assume on the horizon to return. I still don't know what what they are on offense with just Jameis dumping it off to Kamara. That's unstoppable. It seemed last night. What is your more eye in the sky all 22 assessment of what the Saints are and who they are?
Well, I think they're still a dangerous team, and I think you saw, Davenport, I thought was impressive last night with his speed-power combination. We know what Cam Jordan is. I think Passanio had a sack. They've got a chance to have a defensive front that can keep you in just about every game. So that's encouraging from that side of things. And you hope Michael Thomas gets back, you have just enough offense. Now, I don't think if they were to find themselves in shootouts with the Cowboys or the Bucks in a postseason atmosphere that's going to end well for them. But I don't think they're going to play many shootouts. I think their defense has a chance to keep them in just about every game. I still think the Bucks are the class, of that division. But I think the Saints can be a playoff team. It's not going to be as easy on the eyes as it's been in years past with Drew Brees, but that's Sean Payton. That's why he's a good coach. He's finding a different formula to win games.
And the Seahawks, Daniel, what's their way out, I guess, here? They got Jacksonville and then a bye, and then hopefully Russ returns, and they go into the final half of the regular season at 3-5 in a division topped by a team that's currently 5 games in front of them, 7 games in. What's your assessment of the Seahawks here, DJ?
Well, they're not winning the division. That ship sailed. But I don't know. Without Russell Wilson, and we can just kind of say flippantly, well, okay, you beat the Jags. I don't think that's a done deal. I think the Jags are coming off a bye, right, because they were just in London.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be coming off a bye. They'll be rested. The Jags, if you take Russell Wilson out of the equation, I can make a strong argument the Jags are a more talented team than the Seahawks.
Wow.
Russell Wilson has been, I always use the phrase like the Febreze. Like he's just kind of made all that other smell go away on their roster. And now you take him out of their roster, it's a chore. I mean, you have the one big play to DK Metcalf, but it's a chore for them getting first downs. The roster's not very good. And that's why I wouldn't give them that Jags game. And you come out of that thing, now you're what would that make them, 2-6? I mean, you're going to have to play darn near flawless when he comes back to get where you need to be. I mean, that's going to be difficult.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.